So guys, it's finally here. The Model Y Performance has officially been announced and it packs so many incredible things. This is all what we've been working up towards. The ultimate family SUV, the car that you can take your kids to school, the one that you can load up your grocery, and the same one that you can take to the tracks. This is the one that does it all. Now, given that we have been closely tracking the development of this performance trim, it's no surprise that it stands well above the base models in terms of capabilities. What caught us off guard was the long gap between its initial prototype sighting and the official announcement, nearly 6 months or more after the refresh Model Y first became available. This is quite the difference of timeline compared to the Model 3 Performance, which not only had its own dedicated launch event, but also arrived just 3 months after the base trim hit the market. This makes the Model Y the longest anticipated vehicle to be made available, but it's finally here and things are looking really incredible. Prior to the announcement, we have seen practically every aspect of the performance upgrade, ranging from its exterior looks to its interior upgrades, but things we didn't know about was its internal components, things that would make a performance model truly capable and separate it from the rest. And finally, with this official announcement, we get to confirm everything we've been waiting to hear. Jumping straight into it, the Model Y Performance has officially launched in Europe and the Middle East, with vehicles being shipped from the nearest production sites either at Giga Berlin or Giga Shanghai. What's notable is that while Giga Shanghai is based in China, these units are being produced exclusively for export, with the first batches heading towards the Middle Eastern countries. Meanwhile, Giga Berlin will handle production for Germany and its surrounding European markets. Up front, it features a redesigned bumper paired with an added front splitter similar to the Model 3 Performance, channeling airflow more efficiently to reduce lift and improve downforce at hard speeds. It now rides on larger 21-inch wheels with a fresh new design, featuring distinctive aero caps that are likely intended to boost efficiency. At the lower corner of the rear bumper, newly integrated air vents can be seen, a design element currently exclusive to the Model Y Performance and the Model S Plaids. The rear diffuser has been reshaped with sharper lines and deeper contours along the bottom plastic trim, giving the vehicle a more aggressive and sporty stance. Then rounding it all off, there is now the new carbon fiber spoiler, which matches that of the Model 3, as well as the Performance Ludicrous badge that we've all come to love. Opening up the door, you will notice right away the new bucket seats. These are the same ones found on the Model 3 Performance and the Model S Plaids, giving it additional bolster support while on the track, although this one does include leg and thigh support option that brings an additional touch of comfort. Throughout the interior and the main UI, it includes little touches to remind you that this is the highest trim, with the performance emblem in the seats, carbon fiber dashboard trim, and specific menus exclusive to this car. And then something that most of us might look past at first glance, Tesla has updated and increased the size of the center display, now to a QHD 16-inch diagonally with smaller bezels, matching that of the Model YL in China. Alright, so now that we've gotten the looks out of the way, I would have to say that this is the biggest upgrade we've ever seen aesthetically to come with the Model Y Performance. I personally always have thought that this car, although looking really cool and has all the greatest features, didn't have the looks to be a sport or performance SUV. It's quite okay that the base and the long range model look quite standard and more friendlier from the exterior, but when it comes to the performance SUV, the highest end trim, the one that you take to the track, it does need to look a little bit more aggressive. It does need to give a sense of specialness when you pay your money and you put this much into the car. Well, it took them long enough, but the complete package is finally here, well worth the wait. Everything that we have asked for, the looks and the performance, all of it is now available on the Model Y Performance, and it really plays its part. But all that aside, the major upgrades are going to be on the internal components and everything that we have just found out in the last few hours. This is exactly what makes the performance the performance. Now, looking at the specs, within this trim, Tesla has equipped the vehicle with a larger battery pack using LG's more condensed new 5M cells. Capacity has increased from 75 kilowatt hour to 84 kilowatt hour, extending range by roughly 66 kilometers for a total of about 580 kilometers, or 360 miles on a full charge. It now also packs the same punch as the Model 3 Performance, featuring the upgraded 3D3 and 4D2 motors with a peak output of 620 horsepower. This enables a 0 to 60 in just 3.3 seconds while maintaining torque delivery all the way up to its 155 mph top speed. Curb weight has risen by about 79 pounds, now sitting at 4,650. This increase is likely due to the new performance seats and the exterior upgrades, though the larger battery now offsets any potential range losses. And lastly, the Model Y Performance now comes with adjustable suspension. Similar to the Model 3, owners can now fine-tune damping settings directly through the UI, allowing for more precise control and track-ready customizations. With all the amazing upgrades to the internal components, we are also getting Track Mode version 2.0, which will bring further customizations and tunability to all the newest components. Deliveries is expected to begin in the first half of September, with prices starting at 62,990 euros. This is going to be the perfect package, the package which we call the ultimate family SUV. So there we have it, guys. This is the bulk of everything we wanted to know about this car for the last half of the year. Although it might not bring everything we were hoping for out of this car, it does bring all the best aspects we've grown to love with the Tesla. It does bring the efficiency, reliability, performance, and everything else related to safety. Things that other performance SUVs are really lacking at this point. Realistically, you can pack the biggest battery, you can get a quicker 0 to 60, even more so than this performance trim from other manufacturers. But the things that you won't get, that you will get in a Tesla, is the reliability. The car has been heavily tested for multiple months now. This is the cause for the long delay, but now we know for a fact that this car, you can beat it time and time again. It was still performing just as well as it did on day one. So yeah, now we get an idea of what the long delay really was, and the fact that the team has been really testing this just goes to show that this car is one of the best cars and the car that they have been really focusing on over the last little while. Now, as for when it'll be available, of course, we've heard it, Europe and the Middle East. You can order it now and it will deliver in probably a week or two from today. For the US and pretty much everywhere else, we're probably not going to see it until after September 30th, after the federal incentive is gone. At the moment, I've said it, they are going to focus on the regular standard Model Ys, push out as much vehicles as possible to qualify for the entire 7500. And right after, when the incentive ends, this is when they're going to launch the affordable model and the performance model, and this is when the cycle will start again. In either case, however, I'm really excited for this. We don't have to sit and wonder any longer what this car is like, and we can now finally rest the case. I am really looking forward to it being available in the showroom and going on a test drive and seeing how this 3.3 second ultimate family performance car is really like. This is just really so mind-blowing. I'm gonna get more into detail in the next video, just looking further into it. This is just gonna be a quick one for now, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe and the bell notification. Follow me on X. Over there, you'll see things you wouldn't see over here, and you can just chat with me anytime. I'll respond as quickly as possible. This should be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. This is John once again. Peace out.